Hey y'all, welcome back to Strapped for Cash. My name is Brenna, and today we are going to do a budget with me for our second paycheck of July. You guys seem to receive the budget with me video that I posted for our first paycheck pretty well, so if you guys like them, I'm going to keep recording them. So let's go ahead and kind of talk through what we will be budgeting for in our next paycheck. So I actually get paid like 2 days after Hogan. So I think what we're going to do in that video is not pull from my wallet. So this will be extra income in our wallet. But before I get ahead of myself, we are budgeting a total of $1,647. This is purely just like our regular paychecks, no extra income coming in for this paycheck. So what we always do is we divide our total amount for our bills by 4, since we consistently get 4 paychecks per month. So if you remember correctly, so these numbers aren't really changing from the last one. So our mortgage, we budget $1,250 per month. Let's see if I can do this without. Maybe I'll switch. I want to write, and I can't do it that way. Okay, so $1,250 is what we mortgage per month, divided by 4 is $312.50, but we round up to the nearest 5. So we're going to budget $315 for this paycheck. Utilities, we budget $500, divided by 4 is $125. Monthly subscriptions are $107, divided by 4 is 26, so we will do 30. Annual subscriptions, we budget $20 a month, divided by 4 is $5, obviously. Verizon is $132, divided by 4, I have to think about that, is 33, so we'll hit 35. State Farm is $128, divided by 4 is 32, so we'll do 35. My car payment is $504 divided by 4. I did that wrong. $504 divided by 4 is $126, so we'll do $130. My line of credit is $404 divided by 4 is $101, so we'll do $105. Our camper is $285 divided by 4, which is 71, so we will do 75. Credit card is $450 is what we budget, divided by 4 is $112, so we'll do $115. Land is $300, which is 75, and then extra debt is the same, it's $300, so we do 75. All right, so as I mentioned before, we're going to do $45 in our wallet. That's pretty consistently what works for me per week. So that ends up being per paycheck. But because our paychecks are hitting so close together, I'm going to keep the money that I have left in my wallet, and I'm just going to add this $45 to it so that it stretches me out to 2 weeks until Hogan gets paid again. Okay. So moving on to our sinking funds, I budget $10 for myself. Actually, hold on. I always do this. I get ahead of myself. So let's do $1,647. And no, let's total these up. So $315, $125, $35, $35, twice, $130, $105, $75, $115, $75, 2 times. So $1120 is what we have left. No, that's what our total bill is. Total bills. So $1,647 minus $1120. If I can do this right. It's with my left hand. It's throwing me off. So that leaves me $527 after bills to put into my wallet and my sinking funds. So if we take away the 45, that leaves me $482 to put into all of my sinking funds. Okay, now we're there. In sinking funds, I always set aside $10 for myself and Hogan, eating out, we usually budget about $30 per week, which is never enough, but it's all I'm going to give myself at the time. So gas gets 55, and then grocery gets 130. So the reason I do those totals is 55 is about what it takes, depending on what gas station you go to and how much gas costs, to fill up my tank. So for the most part, 55 is about what I need. And then groceries, about $130 seems to work pretty well for us. We're not super consistent grocery buyers. I tend to do like big grocery hauls, so I don't consistently go every week. You know, I may stop and get little things here and there, but even like a really big grocery haul for me is only about $200. So this has worked pretty well so far. So I'm gonna kind of run with it and see how it goes. And this was the amount, the total amount was what we were leaving in the bank before we started cashing gas and groceries. It was $185 is what I left in the bank each paycheck. So I'm just taking it out now. Household is going to get its regular 10. Miscellaneous, I'm going to put in 5. I think that rounds us up to $20 in there. So that's good. Pets, I'm doing 25 this week. I need to take these out. 10, 5, 25. I'm saving up to get Kozar groomed. At the kind of the middle of August is when we're going to be moving in with my mom, and we are obviously taking Kozar with us. And so I'd like to kind of really get him a nice groom and get all the things done before I take him into her house. So you're gonna see I'm gonna start stuffing pets a little bit more heavily. Let's see. Did I miss one? I think I missed one. I sure did. I missed one. So I'm going to add this down here. I'd like to stuff toiletries as well this week, and so I'm going to give it 10. All right, and then moving on to this is the start of our black binder. Our camper, I kind of want to just start giving it a little bit at a time. We're going to put $5 in our camper. We don't really need anything for it right now, so I'd like to just kind of slowly start to build. Family fun gets its usual 10 per paycheck, and this is building up really nicely. So I think we'll hit 100, I think. Maybe a little over now. Holidays is going to just get a normal 5. The next one we're saving up for is Halloween, so obviously we have a bit, and we had rollover from the 4th of July, so it's all good. School fees, it's going to get its regular 15. Sports is going to get 5. Slow grow this one as well, and same with vet bills, we'll get 5. Okay, so this does it for our green and our black binders. This is moving on into like kind of our more long-term savings. So in birthdays, we're just going to do 10. In car, we are also going to do 10. And then Christmas, we are just going to do 5. I'm going to beef these up more when we stay with my mom, since we'll have more income. So that's just what we're going to do for the time being. Our home binder, our home envelope is going to get $30 this week. Like I said, we have a couple more things that we need to finish around the house, and then I think we're pretty dang close to done. I forgot Christmas. And then medical is going to get 25 because we just had an appointment for Harrison, so I know I'm going to have to unstuff that. Technology is going to get its usual 5. We're slow growing that one. And then travel is going to get 25. So that leaves me $42 to fill with challenges and my randomizer. So I think this week I'm just going to put $15 in my randomizer, and that should get me to an even 40 set aside. And then that leaves $27 to go into kind of our regular challenges. And so that gives us a zero-based budget and it kind of takes care of everything that we need to do. So these are pretty normal numbers for the most part for me. I would say home is a little bit on the heavier side and medical are on the heavier side. But other than that, this is a pretty typical paycheck for us. I don't vary these numbers a lot, especially over here. You know, how I threw in miscellaneous that I don't normally always stuff. And then toiletries, I don't stuff super consistently either. Because for the most part, other than like maybe Hogan needing deodorant or shaving cream or something like that, toiletries is on me. And I know that we need soap for the kids. So I'll definitely, you know, need that. So that's kind of why I threw it in there. But really it's on a case-by-case basis when I throw other kind of not my typical envelopes in there. But, you know, the bulk of that green binder is the same. Bills are usually all the same. The only time it really varies from here is our last paycheck of the month. Because we round up, I get to round down a little bit at that last paycheck just to kind of get it close. So, and then this one varies occasionally, but not a whole lot. So that does it for me today, guys. I am doing some bulk recording right now because we're going to be camping and getting ready to go on our vacation. So be prepared to see some of my videos, but I will try and space them out. But anyway, that does it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!